Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you are returning, well, friends, you guys already know what's up. I appreciate you so much. I'm so happy that you're here today. I hope that you are having a good day or night, no matter what time it is that you are listening to this. And let's get to today's reading. Today, I realized this is a topic I've done one time on the channel in my 4 years of being here on YouTube. So we haven't done it in a really long time, but I thought it might be a good idea for those of you that have this person on your mind that you really want to be with. Why don't we check into what would it be like to be in a relationship with this person? We are going to be looking into your dynamic together and what it would be like to be with them. Friends, this could be a confirmation as to what you're already feeling of how perfect and amazing it would be, or maybe it might be a Delulu checkpoint that we may need to bring us back to planet Earth. Just things to think about. Whatever the messages are, though, keep in mind it is a collective reading on YouTube. So if it doesn't feel right, if it's not matching your situation, or if you're just not vibing with the energy, that's okay. That just probably means that it's not for you today. Besides that, though, let's try to get as much information as we can. As always, we have three groups to choose from. We have a group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, yeah, you're reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we're going to be looking into what would a relationship with the person on your mind be like. We are going to be looking into your dynamic with this person and what it would be like to be with them and be in a relationship with them. As always, though, friends, it is a collective reading on YouTube, so use your own discernment. Only take what resonates. We are going to see, if this is confirming that something that you're already feeling as to what it would be like if you guys were together. Maybe it would be amazing. Or maybe it's going to give you a little bit of a Delulu checkpoint, a little bit of a reality check. Sometimes it's needed. Whatever it may be, though, we're setting the intention to help bring in some messages that can be helpful and give you some things to think about and, hopefully be somewhat entertaining along the way. My group number 1s, you guys know I love hanging out with you. Let's get to it, my babies. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group 1s, please. Messages for my group number 1s. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right, think of this person, friends, the person that you're wondering what it would be like to be with them. Thank you, Spirit. What can we know about the dynamic that my group number 1s and this person would have together? What would their dynamic be like together? Thank you, Spirit. What can we know? What can you tell us? What can we know about their dynamic together? Messages for my group number 1s. All right, that did want to come through when I was shuffling. We have the Emperor, so Aries energy. Someone likes to kind of give things their way. All right, so one person, I am going to say, I don't know why it's coming through like this. It's almost like you might be, if this is them, you might be kind of adapting more to their kind of thing that they have going on, or they're the ones that are kind of planning things out or leading the way. Now, this full reverse also tells me that this person, I don't know, they might hesitate a lot. So they might be a little reserved. They may not be as spontaneous, perhaps. There's a feeling here of holding back, or maybe they kind of run late because of their job. That could also be it. Whatever it is, though, I do think that their job, or whatever they're responsible for, their role in their life or their community, is very important to them. Messages for my group number 1s. What would their dynamic with this person be like? What would their dynamic be like together? Thank you, Spirit. We have the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Wands. So you guys, this person spends a lot of time at home. Okay, here's the thing. Thank you, Spirit. Let me rephrase that. They may not have a lot of time to spend at home. So when they do have the time, they are home. They're like sleeping. They're having like just days around the house because maybe they are out a lot. There is something here that this person is very limited on. And I do feel like it's time or sleep. Maybe they work overnight. Maybe that's it. And they have to sleep during the day. I do think that this person, though, you and this person are probably going to be having more date nights in than going out. That's not to say that they're boring or that you guys are never going to go out, but what I do feel is like this person, I do think that they really, really enjoy being at home and being able to be relaxed and possibly even sleeping when they can. So because of this, that's why this is feeling like a no. When I was like, I don't know, it feels like they're hesitating or they don't really kind of do things. It could be that they're just like, no, I'm going to stay back. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to sleep. They also, I think they like to spend time alone. I think this person likes to avoid drama or crowds. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it could be because they're just at work all the time and they feel like they're around people that they don't really care for, or doing things that they don't, it's not that they don't care for them. It's just maybe they have to spend their time, doing things. This person also likes to, I do feel like this person, for a lot of you, does like to avoid crowds. Now it's interesting because we're asking about the dynamic between you and them in the relationship. And, we are talking about one person. Now, if I'm describing you, then maybe this is your perfect person. Maybe you guys both are like this. If you're like, wait a second, that's me. I hate crowds. I love being home. I love sleeping. um, all right, let's continue. Yeah, this person, they don't give their time, energy, money. It's like they have their priorities straight and they stick to that. If this person has a list or a schedule, they stick to it. Or the form reverse. We have the Page of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's either like sleep deprived or something like that. Now, if you guys are not living together, like say that, this is a relationship and you guys each have your separate home, this feels like you would be hearing from them when they wake up, but it would be like later. You might send them an early morning message because you're a morning person or you're up at a certain time, and then you're not going to hear from them till like hours later. This would be like 5 hours later at least. Yeah, someone here is like running off like 5 hours sleep. There's something like that Five of Pentacles that keeps pulling my eye, but so does this four. Um, so you would feel a little, I'm not going to say trapped, but you would feel a little limited in maybe what you guys can do. And even though you would be completely understanding, of course, you would also be like, man, this kind of sucks. This kind of takes some getting used to. Like, damn, I'm laying in bed alone and my person is at work or sleeping or, they have their job. So it does feel like there is a sense here of you guys go a while or you go a little bit without kind of being able to see each other possibly or hang out. And there's a good chance that it's because one of you is asleep and the other is awake. Maybe there's something here about your time zones. If this is long distance, then this would definitely feel like you're going to be someone here is going into being sleep deprived over talking or over having a chance to hang out. I am picking up on that as well. Let's see. Why the Hermit? We have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the King of Swords. Yeah, you're going to know why. It's like you guys have opposite schedules or work is getting to them or no, I more so than anything though, it kind of does feel like opposite schedules in this group. So when you guys try to plan dates, it's gonna more than likely gonna end up being that you end up staying up on the night or the day that works for them, or I'm not saying that they're not going to compromise either, but the energy I'm picking up on the most, it's that it's not a bad thing. It's just this is the dynamic. I don't want to describe it as you're overdoing it because you're not. You're coming up upright. I mean, and even if it's reversed, all of these are upright, which is good. That means we're all responsible adults. Adults in quotations. No one asked for this. But you guys are responsible and you're doing your thing. And because of life stuff, it just means that your relationship is a little, it's quiet. You guys aren't out in the streets. You're not, you're not having this big social life together. I would be, this is the kind of energy that it would probably take a while before you guys could get your friends together to meet them, or to coordinate family stuff because of these opposing schedules or routines. It would take some planning. I do feel that, and then the other reason that I say that is especially because the small amount of time you guys do have, you're going to want to just spend it alone. So this feels like there's a lot of you staying inside the house, because that's where your partner is, or vice versa, and vice versa. All right. You like it though. Yeah, it feels good. Okay, so we have air signs and fire, air and fire coming through. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag, especially Aries, like we said. We also have Virgo coming through. All right, my group number ones. Well, that's a little bit about your guys' dynamic together. Let's see what it would be like to be in a relationship with them. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones, please. What else can we know? What would it be like for my group number ones if they were in a relationship with this person? What would it be like to be in a relationship with them? Messages for my group ones. What do they need to know? What would it be like for my group number ones if they were in a relationship with this person? What could they expect if they were in a relationship with this person? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. What would it be like if they were in a relationship with this person? We have Hermit reverse, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we would, this is about putting in the effort to see each other. So there is this energy here of one person is having to work around the other's routine or schedule a little bit more. And, we don't mind, or it's just what we do, but it does feel like spending time together or getting together, it's just, I don't know. Work is in the way. Look, Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. I just heard someone say it's never a good time. So that's almost what it feels like. Like, when is it a good time? All right, why the Hermit reverse? I miss you. Lots of I miss yous. Why the Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, no, it's someone's job. Someone doesn't have the time or the availability, or someone is having to give their energy somewhere else. Okay, so say that, depending on your age and stage, like if this person has children from the past, it's like it could be like anytime that they do have has to, go to them. If it's not that, it's that this person works. We already said that. I'm not really picking up heavily on the distance and time zone difference. It could be, but for most of you, this just feels like it's their priorities and what they're able to give to. And because of that, it does cause frustration. I don't think that this person has the most to give. It could even be their finances as well, but I do think that this is related to their stability and their availability. And I do think that this person does require a lot of time to themselves, or a time apart. There is emotion here with the Six of Cups, but it's like someone really needs to put in the effort, or this would have to constantly be an effort where we're like, okay, we need to see each other, or like, when are we going to see each other again? And it just doesn't feel like you guys kind of meet in the middle. Yeah, I do feel like there would be a lot of frustration here. And maybe even this is the kind of energy that's almost ingredients for resentment over time, especially because we do start off as being very understanding, but that understanding might waver over time, because our understanding might be like, okay, that's what it's like right now, but it's going to get better with time. I'm sure it is. And then time passes or the pattern repeats and then it actually kind of doesn't. And it's like, oh shit, actually, I should have already seen this or known this. And not saying there's any self blame. I'm just saying the signs are there. It's not a shock. So, whatever the issues are going into it, it just feels like that's going to be, a theme for the connection. Now, no one is saying you can't work through this. We're just saying these are the things that would come with being with this person, where their work does take priority or their goals. This person might have some kind of goal. Say this person is like someone who, for example, this just came to me. I have a very sweet friend who just literally went on this crazy long. It was a bike ride. It was an AIDS bike ride, which is so cool and so amazing. But the dedication that it takes to do that, like you need a partner, a supportive partner that can kind of help you with that and provide that for you and be able to give you the support you need through something like that. And it just feels like that power dynamic would be off, where if you would need this person to step in and take over life things for you or provide some kind of support, they may not be able to do it, but you may be the one that is always showing up. So the reason I brought up that example is because it does feel like for some of you, this person has a personal goal that is taking all of their energy and time. And outside of that, they don't really kind of have any. It's like, if you're not kind of a part of that, you may not kind of get as much as this person's attention and time. But I do think that this person kind of, I don't know, I feel like the way that they come through is just very unavailable. So if this is someone that you already know that that's the issue now, then it just feels like that wouldn't necessarily be changing just because you guys are together. This is the feeling of things kind of staying stagnant with that Six of Swords in reverse. And that Two of Cups in reverse, we can't deny that that doesn't feel like you guys are on the same page or getting along or like able to actually even see each other. Now, if long distance is the issue, then there you go, then that's not going to magically change or be resolved. Do I think this person would go above and beyond to try to meet in the middle? No. And I think that's where my kind of issue was when I was talking about this a couple minutes ago, because it just does feel like this person might have your support, but they can't give the same in return. All right. So I do feel like things here over time, like I said, it does feel like it's ingredients for resentment. And I just got confirmation. I saw the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. That is very, I've had it. I've had it. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm frustrated. I'm growing over this or insecure, or nothing is really happening, or not leveling up. I do think that you go into it hopeful, hoping that these kind of things that are already issues are going to resolve themselves. But I don't necessarily see that this person is, I don't necessarily see them being different. All right. So just be careful. Okay. My group number ones. So maybe that's, I don't know if that resonated. Maybe it's a little bit of a reality check. No one says you can't work through it, but I definitely feel like nothing would be magically kind of resolved, and this person really has their eye on some kind of prize. Let's get you guys some oracle cards, and we'll do initials today. All right. Thank you, Spirit. We have mystery. It did come out in reverse, which makes me think of moon in reverse, of something already being revealed. Like I said, I think the main issue or the thing that would be a challenge, that would already be something that you're aware of. We have protection and rejection. Wow. A reminder that Rejection is divine protection, friends. That mystery, that moon card coming out, things you don't see, the things that lurk in the shadows, that you're being protected from. Well, shit. I love that those came out together. That's pretty cool. All right, we have Katie, Kate. We have JT, Jet, Jake, Jack, RX, prescription, XR, HD. Someone wears glasses. Someone needs a new prescription for their glasses so you can see HD again. Someone's getting headaches because you need your eyes checked. Shit, that came through fucking random. J names. Jake, Jed, Jet, Jess, Jer, JC. All right. HK, Hong Kong. Hello, Kitty. Chris, CH. Ted, Teddy. TH, Tom, Thomas. Rick. All right. My group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into what would a relationship with the person on your mind be like. This is a little bit of a Delulu checkpoint reading because maybe it's confirming how amazing you guys would be together, or maybe either it's giving you a little bit of a reality check as to what things could actually turn out to be like. Whatever it may be, we are looking today to get some information for you. We are going to be looking into what your dynamic with this person together, what would that be like? And then we're going to be asking the question, what would a relationship with them be like? What would you experience in that relationship? As always, though, friends, this is a collective reading. So if this is not, feeling right to you, if you're not vibing with the energy I'm reading, those might be indicators that it's just not your story today. Besides that, though, let's get nosy. Let's see what information we can get for you today. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here today, my babies. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well. And let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. My group number twos, please, Spirit. My group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right, think of this person, friends. All right. What would my group number two's dynamic with this person be like if they were together? What would their dynamic be like together? Messages for my group number twos. What would their dynamic be like if they were with this person? What would their dynamic be like together? Messages for my group twos, please. What would their dynamic be like with this person? What would they be like together? Messages for my group number twos, please. What would their dynamic be like if they were together? Messages for my group twos. We have Page of Pentacles in reverse. What would their dynamic be like? Five of Cups in reverse. Magician. Messages for my group number twos. Well, this person knows how to apologize, or this person, I think they like making things up to you. I don't necessarily think they're apologies. I think it's more so like, I don't know. I do think they like to treat you well. I do. And I think that the way that this person talks to you, or the way that they treat you, I think there's something very healing about it. But I think more so than anything, you bring healing to this person. There is this feeling here. There's a very tender energy that I'm picking up on between you and them. This person does have you up on a little pedestal. Maybe there's also a slight age difference. Maybe with that Empress, maybe you're a little older. Or maybe this is someone, not for everyone, but maybe some of you are, if you can, and if you know this might be for you, maybe some of you are trying to like get pregnant with this person, or imagine you having a family with this person. By the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have Strength reverse, Tower reverse. Yeah, this is someone that when they fuck up, they are going to do everything possible to make things right. This is someone that if you're sad, they're going to try to make you happy. This is someone who has had challenges before in love and relationships, or maybe you guys even started off a little bumpy with that Page of Pentacles in reverse. It makes me feel like there was a challenge here in getting to know each other. Or there was something here that we couldn't really, it didn't take off right away. Um, Maybe there was something that happened if you were friends with this person first, or, maybe it was something like that. But this does feel like homie, lover, friend. It does feel like you guys go from literally friends to lovers. But it took, or it's going to take some kind of healing situation. And after this happens, this person is literally going to come in, and it's like both of you are benefiting from this connection. So your dynamic's really, really good. Needless to say, I love it. The communication is good. Once things are going, it gets going, and you guys seem to be heading in the same direction. Now, the thing is, this person, there is a period of time, or there was a period of time where there was indecision. And so now they're coming in almost like not trying to, I keep hearing fuck up, not trying to fuck up. All right, why the Empress? We have Taurus, Libra. Yeah, heavy on the Taurus, actually. So they see you as marriage material. Yeah, no, and they feel like that you're just brand new. There's something here that you guys, they've I ain't never seen nothing like that before. That's literally what popped into my head. Uh-uh. That's how they feel about you. Your perspective, or your morals, your beliefs, your values. I don't know. This person really holds you in high regard, and they're like, holy shit. Like this is what I've been, trying to manifest, or this is the type of person that I can, maybe live this type of life that I've been imagining for myself. I don't know. There's something here about them manifesting. But that also feels like this person is going to do everything in their power to make your dreams come true, or make things happen between you and them. Lots of healing energy here. Okay, so besides lots of Taurus, we have Aquarius, we have Aries, we have Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius again, and Aries again. All right, I want to see something over here because, your tarot lady be nosy. Why the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Strength in reverse? Why the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Strength in reverse? Okay, so you guys have a past with this person, or there's something here from the past that this person had to overcome, or you did. Anyway, there's childhood healing here between you guys. So if you guys are divorced, or you had a traumatic childhood, like if you yeah, we'll leave it at that, traumatic childhood, or if you viewed like unhealthy toxic relationships or a part of them, or whatever it is, there was something here that maybe prevented this from being able to move forward, and so there was a necessary kind of ending. So you and this person have experienced pain, whether that was together or separately or part of each other's. I don't know if you guys did it to each other. It doesn't feel that way. It feels like if something came to an end, it was because of these past energies that were still affecting things. So by the time you guys are together, or would be together, there's a lot of healing that you bring into each other's lives. Now, you could have been a trigger for this other stuff, or, something happened. My chest is so tight as I'm talking through this. Let's move away from that. All right. So yeah, this person is like, baby, tell me your dreams. I'll make them happen. They're like, what do you want, baby? I'll go get it for you. I'll give it to you. I'll work for it. I'll do anything. I may not have the money right now. I may not be, I may not be the prettiest. I may not have the deepest pockets, but I have the deepest passion and love for you. So I will make it happen. Yeah, this person is very, very inspired by you. All right. This person was living in limited beliefs before like you came along. So way to go, group 2. If you picked group 2, congratulations. Well, I guess maybe I shouldn't celebrate early, let's see what it would be like to be with them. But your dynamic together seems awesome. So I'm vibing with it. All right. Why the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands? We have the Lovers. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of motherhood coming through in the reading. Maybe there's gonna be children, or there is children, or they view you as being extremely, extremely loving and comforting and loyal and committed, exactly what they want in a partner. This person is also, so you might be like a little bit further ahead than them, or again, maybe it's a slight age difference or maturity difference. But this person, it's almost like they want to work to have the stability so that you don't have to worry about anything. So this person does feel like, if this doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply. But if it does, and you're open to it, it's like this person has a real like traditional kind of belief where if they take on the provider role, like that's what they do, so that you can make the house a home or nurture your small business or your things that you have going on, so you don't have to worry about that other stuff. This person wants you to basically tend to the garden, so that you can provide this beautiful landscape for not just yourself, but for them and the life that you guys are building together. So that's what I mean by a traditional kind of mindset when it comes to that. So one of you is open to receiving and care and give and nurturing and mothering, if that's a thing, or house into a home, or small business into entrepreneur, and then they're over here like securing the spot, securing the things so that you can do what you do best, or, yeah, very beautiful. Very, very, if I could describe your reading, it smells like a garden to me. Yeah, it does. It's like fresh roses, like when the garden's been watered like that early morning, and then you come in the mid morning, early afternoon, and you can like smell the dirt and the flowers. That's what your reading smells like. Okay, now green thumb. All right, let's see. Let's see if I'm about to get a Delulu checkpoint for myself when it comes to your reading. No, let's see what your guys' what it would be like to be in a relationship with them. Very strong dynamic here. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What would it be like for my group number twos if they were in a relationship with this person? Messages for my group twos. What would it be like if they were in a relationship with this person? That's funny. And you did pick the sticker. I just looked over and I saw a little Jessica Rabbit with Roger Rabbit. So they are all lovey-dovey. And he really took care of her. Like, he really loved his Jessica. So, cute dynamic. Messages for my group number twos. What would it be like for my group number twos to be in a relationship with this person? Thank you, Spirit. We have 5 of Pentacles in reverse, so abundance. Man, this seems like a good time. Can I come over? Can I be invited? There's a party at your house. Yeah, you guys are making a lot of progress. I do think that your connection, your relationship with this person would involve other people. This feels like extended family or friends that are like family, or this feels like a community, or this feels like we go places where people know our names. Like, okay, cheers, but it does feel that way. I do feel like your relationship would bring healing between both of you, because it's almost like we're healing not just ourselves in this lifetime, but we're healing other things that maybe other people in our bloodline didn't get to experience or do. So I do feel like some of you guys coming together with this person, oh shit. I feel like okay, so this person might be providing you the support, like we said, providing the walls, but what you're providing for this person, it's like worth more than anything else that can be purchased or maintained, and not saying that they say that that's important. No, but what I mean is that they even see that the type of person that they are, who they've become, they feel is because of you. So that's the way that, yeah, that's the way it's coming through. There's a lot of love in your guys' relationship. And this person, they're just like, when I tell you this person's on one for you, they really are. This person is like, I don't know, it's almost like they're powerlifting or something through life. Because I do think that some of you guys are going to be breaking some generational things regarding like your finances, your money, like that kind of stuff, or just things that you get to experience in your relationship together. This is feeling like marriage. If that's what you want, this does feel, and even if it's not actual marriage, like this person is like they're showing up as husband or partner or provider. Why the Chariot? Yeah, this person, they look forward to coming home to you. You're the one that grounds this person. I'm telling you, you and this person, yeah, no, this is wedding. You guys are getting married. This is the kind of shit that this person would like, they're going to make you cry when they propose. If they're like that. They're going to propose in a way you that works for your guys' relationship. So if you guys are low key, it'll be low key. If you guys are people that are affectionate in front of your friends and family, chances are they'll probably propose in front of your friends and family. If you guys are into a a sports bar or somewhere that you frequent, that those people know you and you guys have community there, it's like they might do it there. There is something here about how they end up proposing that bitch, you're gonna cry. I'm gonna cry for you. And I don't even get into that kind of stuff, but this is good. This is better than a novela, might I add. So I do feel like there's something there. And I do think that you and this person will end up buying a home or building a home. And it feels like it's a home that's like perfect for you guys, or like just what you imagined. Again, it fits your style. It's like that's going to be different for everyone, or it fits your lifestyle, or something that you wanted. Some of you guys might even be like moving and like setting roots down somewhere new. Again, if it's like a dream, we did talk about you guys making dreams happen or making big changes. I do think that you and this person are going to experience a type of love and connection that I think you guys kind of dreamed of. This is feeling really good. It is. I like it. All right. Lots of healing. You guys are going to have a lot of people jealous of you too, throughout time, but that just comes with the territory when you're thriving, when you got something good. There's just so much sadness and misery in the world, and some people are just in their shadow and they just can't help it. When they see someone having something good, they can't be happy, and you are going to have people like that in your life. I do think that there's going to be certain people that when you and this person are out of the closet, out of the relationship closet, once you guys are out, out in the world, I do think that there's going to be certain people that you're going to be like, what was that? Why did they say that? Or you're going to notice who didn't congratulate you. There we go. That's what I just heard. All right. Amazing. Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, water signs, especially Cancer, Leo. Leo's always rearing their little head around the corner too. All right. Well, my group two, that's what I have for you today. Let's get you guys some oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group twos, please. We have hunger. You guys want more. You guys both want more. More love, more passion, more stability. We have strength. Your person's really strong. We have happiness and confidence. Yeah, you guys are a power couple. This does feel like a very strong union. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are even like those kind of couples that like work out together or eat well together. I'm picking up on good habits together. These aren't two people that bring each other down. This isn't like Look, this isn't to knock anyone, and I've been there. I have been there, and I see people when they're going through it, but there's that kind of weird relationship slump sometimes. Well, okay, let's not call it a slump because it's not a slump. It's actually the beginning of the relationship that I see this happen a lot. Where when we start dating someone, we're doing a lot of things excessively. We're probably, let's face it, we're probably eating a lot, fucking a lot, and drinking a lot, if that's your thing. So that can sometimes lead to unhealthy kind of things going on, whether that's weight gain, whether that's sluggishness, whether that's falling off of our goals, whether that's we're compromising our routines now because now I'm staying up late because now, I have someone in my bed and, it's hard to kind of maintain a balance. And what I mean to say is that in this connection, I'm not picking up that it's two people bringing each other's that overindulgence out. These are two people that are very kind of clear on what it is that they want and how they work together. And even if you're not sure what it is that you want, it's like you guys talking, you guys, getting to know each other and all of that. I feel like that just kind of becomes kind of obvious. All right, we have Dump Chris. I don't know who that's for. Dump Chris. All right, downtown. Dump Chris downtown. I can't. We have JL. WZ. All right. Um, let's move this. SD, San Diego. We have Christ. Someone might be a Christian. We have PD, not the PD. All right, dump PD. We'll leave it there. My group number twos, I appreciate you guys being here so, so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into what would a relationship with the person on your mind really be like. Now, this could be a little bit of a Delulu checkpoint reading, meaning maybe it can confirm what you're already kind of feeling and how amazing you guys would be together. Or maybe it'd be a little bit of a reality check as to, how things might actually turn out if you were with this person that is on your mind. Whatever it may be, though, let's see what information we can get for you today. And you already know that if something just doesn't feel right about what I'm saying, if the messaging is not making sense, it's confusing or triggering in any kind of way that doesn't feel right to you, that just probably means it's not for you. Besides that, though, let's try to have fun with it. You guys know we like to get nosy. And yeah, let's dive in. My group threes, thank you so much for joining me here today, my babies. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number threes. All right, think of this person, friends. Messages for my group threes, please. This person they're coming to this reading for. What would my group number threes dynamic be like with this person? What would their dynamic be like together? If my group number threes was with this person, what would their dynamic be like together? Messages for my group threes, please. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. What would their dynamic be like together? Thank you, Spirit. What can my group number threes know? What would their dynamic be like with this person? What would their dynamic be like together? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Messages for my group threes. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What would their dynamic be like together? All right, so someone gets really frustrated over the fact that maybe you guys don't see, I almost said can't see each other, don't see each other very often, or how slow things are moving. So you might want things to move a lot faster and things are moving slower, or vice versa. Someone here, though, does not like how long something is taking, or someone feels ignored. It does feel like there's an attachment kind of coming through, or like an anxious attachment maybe, or a rejection wound. I mean, who wouldn't feel that way depending on how this person is showing up? Maybe they take a while to respond to messages, or maybe you guys can't see each other. Maybe can't see each other very often. What else, please? What would their dynamic be like together? Seven of Swords in reverse. At least it's in reverse. Why the Knight of Swords in reverse? We have the Page of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Ace. So you guys are really, okay, so please only take this if it resonates. But this almost feels like we just see each other late night and hook up and then nothing changes, or then I don't hear from you. So it's like, are we together? Or am I just repeating a past energy? Because now things are silent. This feels like someone here is in the past, or we're doing something that happened again. There is a, yeah, there's something here. This could also be you as well, if this sounds like a past trigger. And this does feel like you kind of already know this. Yeah, you know what this is. If this is resonating, this says that you do, or you're already aware of it, even if you don't kind of say it. So this also feels like the kissing, the sorry to, but it's like literally, it's almost like the humping. This literally feels like that's what this is. And then it's like, whoop, that was that. Then it's done, it's gone. Literally super short amount of time, whatever happened doesn't kind of change. So it's like there's not an investing in this connection that would happen, or maybe someone doesn't have time. You guys do have fun, of course, with that Page of Wands, but that's kind of like the easy stuff, right? Why the Seven of Swords in reverse? Yeah, this connection, it would be challenging because it feels like um, you may try to play it cool, the cool person in the connection, but it might leave you like really in your head with that Five of Swords. A lot of overthinking. You love this person, or maybe this is how you show up in love, heavy Pisces energy. But it feels like a Venus or a Pisces or a moon in like an astrology placement that would make it hard to kind of see the truth in love, or choose like logic over like when you care about people or loving people. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but my Venus is in the 12th house, so I don't know what's going on half the time. But that's what this feels like. I don't know what's going on half the time, is what I feel your energy could be like. And I feel like you would be kind of thinking about this a lot. All right, we have the Fool, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords. So, this person, they might be a little foolish, or they might act a little bit like a fool, or maybe they just don't get it. Um, it doesn't feel like they're very romantic. Maybe that's an issue as well. Anything else? Messages for my group threes. What would their dynamic be like together if they were with this person? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, you guys don't spend a lot of time together. And there's all this worry about being happy, or what would make you happy, or in your mind what you thought you wanted, what you thought would make you happy. But it's kind of challenging. Maybe you want to just make this person happy, so you're not saying anything. If that doesn't sound like you, that's not you. But I do feel like this person's energy is real kind of nonchalant, or they think everything's fine. And maybe this is what works for them, but expressing that maybe this doesn't work for you might be a challenge. All right. Let's continue. We have Leo, Pisces. We did talk about Pisces. But I mean, it could be anyone. All right. We have fire and water showing up in this one. All right. What would a relationship with this person be like for my group number 3? Messages for my group 3s, please. What would a relationship with this person be like? Oh, shit. I don't like it when the cards do that. And then look what card wanted to show itself. The Seven of Cups. And then with that Queen of Cups. Oh, geez. Not the Seven of Cups, but the Queen of Cups. Messages for my group number 3s, please. What would a relationship be like with this person for my group number 3s? Messages for my group 3s, please. What would a relationship be like for them if they were with this person? If they were in a relationship with this person, what would it be like for my group 3s? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s, please. What would it be like for them? Too many. We have 5 of Wands. So sexual tension. Definitely sexual tension. Maybe some conflict. Maybe there's also like makeup sex too. It seems like that's where there's kind of connection. Yeah, and as I say that, it's almost like I summoned the Page of Wands. So there's a sense of immaturity with this person. This person is very competitive, or they like kind of tension or conflict. They also like to be really playful, but they don't really follow through. The maturity level isn't really there. This person kind of does what makes them happy, and I do feel like they sometimes act like a child. This person might spend a lot of time like out in places where there's a lot of people. This is feeling like out. I'm out having fun. This person is very carefree. You know, I do think that you would have a good time. You guys would probably have some fun dates. You know, how often they happen, you know, that might be a little bit spread apart time frame wise. But this Emperor reverse, this King of Pentacles reverse tells me that you guys have fun, but it's doing what this person wants, or it's their interests, or maybe you don't speak up because you know they don't like to go do that thing. This is not the type of person that you might feel comfortable. Um, this seems real like womp womp type of example, but let's say that there's like a cutesy movie that you want to go see. And, you know, normally you tell your person, because this is supposed to be your bestie, your lover, right? Hey, I want you to come see this movie with me. And a person who, you know, is cool and normal will probably be open, like, oh, babe, you know, that's not for me, but for you, I'll go watch that. And then you guys will have fun anyway. But this person would be like, what? I'm not going to go see that. Like that. Just a small example, you know? Why the 5 of Wands? 10 of Swords. Yeah, this person, I think that they like to either argue, or they like to have tension with you so that you guys could make it back to the house and they poke it in and that's it, you know? Sorry to say it that way, but it's literally coming through that way. Where it's like this person, they like to stir the pot and they give kind of mixed signals. So you end up confusing good sex with good relationship. I'm so sorry, my group 3, but that's what it feels like. This is giving the energy of I've been digmatized. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Many, many, many city girls and boys have been down over that. But um, just beware if this is resonating. Like I said, this reading could be a confirmation that it would be amazing, or maybe a little bit of a Delulu checkpoint if that's what's needed. And this is feeling like this is a little bit of a checkpoint if this is resonating. It's just meant to help ground you, to be like, oh shit, like man, that person is like that, you know, or yeah, I could see that. And you know, we're not saying that they can't grow out of this, but we are saying that if you were with them, at least at this point in time that I'm getting a glimpse into, this is what I'm seeing, babes. This person is manipulative as fuck. This person would, I'm telling you, that whole movie example that I gave you, it was for a reason, because it's not about the movie. Let's say it together. It's not about the movie. It's the principle. It's never about that one thing, you know? It's like if you ask someone, oh, what happened? Why'd you guys break up? And they're like, because they ordered me the wrong sandwich. I assure you, it's not because of the damn sandwich. It was something, a lot of things that led up to it, you know? So yeah, friends, that's what I'm getting here. This person, they're a little bit of a piece of work. Let me tell you. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. We have the King of Swords in reverse. You know, now they're showing their true selves. This person, they don't believe in having boundaries for what they want when they want it. Now, I know that sounds extreme, but this is a person that has a hard time saying no to themselves. So they, if you're someone that struggles with boundaries, this person would more than likely continue to just do what they do, especially if you don't kind of hold them accountable. Now, like I said, we might be confusing good sex for more because of maybe how they show up in that way. But ultimately, I don't really see that this person is kind of has plans for anything kind of, you know, they won't tell you where they imagine kind of things going or anything. Like this is the kind of energy of literally we're just having fun, but this person would make sure that they're the ones that end up, you know, on top. um Tell me more. What would a relationship be like for my group threes with this person? Messages for my group threes. What else do they need to know about what a relationship would be like with this person? We have the 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 2 of Wands in reverse. All right, so just a constant. And then the 5 of Pentacles. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Yeah, guys. I'm sorry to report, but I don't see much of anything going on here. I see that this person just doesn't, they're just not giving. They're actually place a burden on your life. And they keep you kind of in a holding, like a holding pattern, you know, of just when you want to walk away or just when they come in and they're like, they razzle dazzle you, you know, they spin circles around you and they, you know, they allure you into their little trap. Be careful of this one. All signs are here. Everybody's a suspect. Everybody. Group threes, I love you guys. I don't like reporting those kinds of things, but I'm here. I'm here to deliver what comes through. I know you guys will be okay because if this is something you already recognize and something in you told you to get away, get to like literally get the fuck away from this person, stay away from them, group three. And if this is your dream person, I don't know, babe, give it time because that energy doesn't feel like it's grown. Protection, you are being protected. Ghost, there are too many things from the past that need to be laid to rest. The past is dead, it's done, it's gone. It's coming back around in order to lay it to rest. We have intuition. Your intuition could have already told you this, and you're frustrated because maybe it could have been great. But this person, I think that they cause a lot of frustration too. Listen, what a menace. Group threes. Hugs to you guys. Let's get you guys some initials. We have FK. Fuck. Yeah, you guys would. We also have Friday. We have Kentucky. We have Freddie. Lots of F's. G. Gina. Yeah, GN. Jin. We have FD, Fire Department. We have RN, Nurse. Ran. Someone could be a runner. AB. Someone's name could be Abby or AB. HS. His. Someone could be Arab. PH. All right, let me see. I don't know, guys. I'll leave those there for you guys. All right, my group number threes, that is what I have for you today. I hope that this reading was helpful. I'm not going to tell you I hope you enjoyed it. I just hope that it's helpful in some kind of way. My group threes, I love you guys so much for being here. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.